Since this is our first session,
Mhm.
maybe we can get to know each other a little
Okay.
bit better. So what's your name?
Blake.
Blake
Mm-hmm.
Godfrey, right?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. They must have messed it up on your birth certificate.
Yeah, no. That was a big mess. Thatcher is
Thatcher.
my last name.
Okay. That's interesting. So what do your parents do?
Well, my father worked for GM for a long time, and my mother, well, she did lots of different jobs. She had some health problems, and so it kind of affected where she could work and what she could do and everything. So.
Okay. And do you have any siblings? Are you an only child?
Oh yeah, we have 13 brothers and sisters.
Wow. Well, so maybe that explains a little bit about. So tell me a little about this birth certificate thing, and I have down on my files before you came in that your name was Blake Godfrey.
Well, I don't know how that happened. That's your fault. That's not mine.
Okay.
But there was an original birth certificate screw up. I originally had my brother's name, and my brother got his name because we were born quadruplets. So my mother tended to give birth in large groups. So we got our names switched around, but that was our first names, not our last names. I don't know where the last names.
Yeah, that must have been my error, my slip up. So what brings you in today?
Nightmares.
Nightmares. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of nightmares?
I don't know. They vary depending on my stress level. Last night I had one. I'm playing in the front yard.
Okay.
I'm a kid, and my grandmother rides by on one of those bicycles, and she gives me the finger. And I don't know what that means.
Is your grandmother still alive, like in real life?
No, she's not.
Okay. Were you close to your grandmother, or did you know her when she was alive?
Yeah, I mean, I knew her.
Okay.
But I don't close. I don't really think so. No.
Okay. So what happens? So you're in the yard, and your grandmother drives by on her bike, and she gives you the middle finger.
Yeah, she gives me the finger, and there's this kind of cackling, laughing, and she kind of goes out of my vision, I guess, down the street and everything. And after that, I just remember jump roping for a little while.
So how did that make you feel when she gave you the finger? Were you mad? Were you,
Oh, I just didn't understand. I was like, why is Grandma giving me the finger? I didn't understand it.
Okay. So there's no meaning or nothing that you
I
really
don't know.
interpret out of
Maybe
that?
there's something I didn't say to my grandmother that I should have, or maybe something I didn't do, or maybe she secretly resented me. I don't know. I'm asking you.
So continue.
Well, like I said, those jump ropes. Then I'm going through this sprinkler. And then off to the side, I see my uncle and my aunt. But they're like statues.
Okay.
They're not really them. And they look like them, but they're like statues. And somehow I know that they're just statues, but it looks exactly like my aunt and uncle.
Okay.
But I know they're statues, but not somehow. So I'm trying to talk to them, and they won't talk back to me, and I really get upset and cry. But then my uncle looks down at me, his eyes move, and then I wake up because it really freaks me out.
So the part about so you would say it was a nightmare because the part about your uncle kind of scared you,
Well, yeah, and I mean, the middle finger from my grandma wasn't very, pleasant either.
That's definitely quite understandable. Anything about the sprinklers or jump roping? Was there just like an eerie feel to the whole? How you envisioned it? How it was, or?
It was all kind of like odd colors. Like things didn't match. Things were colors that shouldn't have been certain colors. Things that shouldn't have been certain colors, I guess.
Okay. All right. So how long have you been having these nightmares?
Oh gosh, for the past 2 years, pretty consecutively.
Okay, wow. So, all right. Well, the thing about dreams is that it's really a gateway into your mind and a gateway into your thoughts and your feelings. So the idea is to really have you try to interpret it and and make sense of it, because essentially these figures, these colors are probably something that actually plays out in your real life, and you just haven't really tapped into that or associated with that. And so if you can kind of interpret that yourself, then a lot of times changes can come about in your real life. Is there anything in other than the nightmares in your real life that you feel like is that you wish could be better? Do you enjoy? I didn't even ask. What do you do for a living?
Oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
Well, I work for a marketing firm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so are you a graphic designer? Are you?
I do a little bit of that, but mostly I just deal with clients. Just boring, dry stuff. Okay. To be honest, I do dabble a little bit, and I'm trying to kind of sort of shift departments. I do like what I do, but I think I would enjoy the more creative end of it and less on the business end.
Cool. And so, did you go to school for
graphic design?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Maybe next time we meet, you can bring me some of your
okay. My work.
Yeah, okay. That would be really cool.
Sounds good.
And do you still keep in touch with your siblings? I remember,
Well, it's hard to keep up with all of them.
Are you close to any of the one that you had the switch up during, with the name?
Oh, Donnie, no, he always held that against me. No, he never let that one go. He was always one to hold grudges, so I mean, pretty much from the day we were born, I was kind of cursed on that one.
Wow.
He thought, always trying to accuse me of stealing, anything from his candy to his girlfriend to, he was a weird one. I don't know where he is, somewhere in North Dakota or something. I don't know what he's doing, but.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Why don't I have you, I think this is, a good place to end the session for today. And then, next time you come in, why don't you write down before you come in, your nightmare, if that comes up again, and then also bring in some of your work that you've done.